This year especially, it's been a deadly year in the backcountry all throughout the West.
Let's talk about that. So recently, in this month, this week, the snow has been dangerous, and how so?
So what happened is we got early season snow in November, and that snow sat there and got weak, and it turned into what we call depth hoar, which are these really big, crunchy, crumbly, airy crystals that do a really bad job of supporting the rest of the winter snowpack. And so around Christmas, when we first started to get all the snow right before Christmas, we had avalanche warnings out. There were natural avalanches everywhere, and then it kind of quieted down. And we've recently got more snow, and we're not seeing as many naturals, but we're in the human triggered zone right now throughout the West. And the nature of this weak layer is that it's persistent. It's going to last for months. It could last the whole season. And because it's located at the ground, if you trigger an avalanche, it's going to be big. It's going to take out all the snow from the winter. It's going to be 4 or 5 feet deep or deeper. And so when we're dealing with deep avalanches, big avalanches, they become unsurvivable. And that's why the fatality rate has really gone up.
So to boil that all down, in this particular season, that danger is going to persist because that weak layer is at the very bottom. It's not something in the middle that's going to melt away. It's at the bottom.
Right, it's at the bottom and it's persistent. It's just, it's funny, you can create these weak layers in a matter of, a day. Sometimes you can form them, but they'll take weeks or a month or more, in this case, more to, for them to heal up. And so it takes time, and it takes more snow to just slowly crush this as it gets stronger. But it's just a waiting game right now, and it's difficult because it'll snow. We won't see recent avalanches necessarily. We won't see the typical signs of instability like collapsing and cracking, and it could lead us into a false sense of security, thinking, it's safe and there's tracks on the slope. And we see this around here. We see it on Saddle Peak is a great example, where there's been 3 separate avalanches this winter on Saddle Peak, and every one of them has taken out old ski tracks. So ski tracks alone don't mean that a slope is safe, and so we just have to really be careful this year.
That could be very misleading if I head out and I see, well, it was okay for that guy.
Yeah.
That's not the case.
No, it is not the case. And it's hard to, I even feel it when I go up there. You see people ski, you see the tracks, and it's hard to think, really? It's not good? And the answer is no, it's not good. It's not good.
A little Russian roulette with the snow.
Exactly.
Well, in that particular case where we've got this instability that we know isn't going to go away because it's not in the middle, it's not recent, it's at the very bottom, what are the very basics that I need to bring with me in addition to the knowledge of digging? The basics. What do I need?
Well, you should always be going with a partner. You want to have your rescue gear with you. You want to be skiing or snowmobiling one at a time, because sometimes we make mistakes. Sometimes we think something is safe and it's not. If we go one at a time, there's always someone to do a rescue. And this is the year when, I have to say, between Alex, Eric, and I, we have long discussions over this, and all 3 of us are in agreement that, at least right now, we are not skiing big lines, not getting into real exposed situations. We're keeping our slope angles low, and we don't trust it. We don't trust the snowpack right now, and I'm not sure if we're going to. We'll just have to wait and see.
So this is going to last all season?
It might.